Hi there, beautiful souls. Welcome. Welcome to Friday Tarot Chat. Thank you for your patience while I got myself organized here. And I'm just going to front load this and say this is likely going to have a part 2. I have had a lot of fun prepping for this, and I am probably going to do the same theme next week, but there's no way that I can get through everything that I have come up with today. So welcome. This is going to be a fun chat. We're going to talk about styles of reading tarot, and this is I'm not mocking anyone. I'm really just want to have fun with this, and perhaps through this process also give you some ideas about what you might want to add to your repertoire as a tarot reader, whether you're reading professionally or you are reading on your own for yourself. So welcome. Hi everybody. A lot of people chatting here, and Tamyan was first in the door. Welcome to Irene and Hannah and Sharon. Ooh, you must be tired, Sharon. Okay, Nina's here. Hi Nina, welcome to you. And Dee and Donna. Your Long Shadows is a game cat meow. Now, is that not a channel name? Hello, welcome to you. Aisha, welcome, hello. Tarot Stash, Lurking Gerald, you are welcome. Colleen, Hannah, Lydiane, if I missed anybody. Costas is here. Sorry, not Costas. Saskia, welcome to Saskia. Yes, I do remember your name. And I will try to greet people as they come in. So let's get right to this. And I did not prepare any fancy banners for you, but I can certainly type them as I go. And also in the description box below, there are a few videos that were the inspiration for this video. And so what we're going to start with first of all is the Tarot Analyst. And I thought what I would do today is I will indeed answer questions with these different reading styles. However, I want you to know that this is for entertainment purposes only. And because each of these styles is not necessarily how I read or who I am, that you're going to see a different side of me in some of these. Okay. All right. So you're more than welcome to ask questions. All right. So we're going to start with the Tarot Analyst reading style. So I am shuffling my CS Tarot here, which is a Rider-Waite-Smith clone. And just let me make sure I have all my references open. I just need to open my astrology chart. So go ahead and let me know what your sun sign is, please. And if you also know your moon sign or your ascendant, that is great information. So go ahead, make yourself comfortable. Just got a couple of references here. Hello, Marcella. Welcome to you. And Amy's here. Yay. Welcome to Amy. Okay. So anybody ready to play along? Okay, so Sharon is a Gemini, and I am going to offer Sharon a quick 3-card reading for today. And so Sharon, let me just go to, so Gemini, of course, you might be aware, is associated with a Lover's card. And so we want to pay attention if that shows up in your reading. And let me know what your actual birth date is, Sharon. That would be great information because I can pull up some more details for you regarding the associations of your astrology as well with the birthday. Oh, Donna's got all her details up there. Well, I'll just wait and see if Sharon replies. Okay, so June 17th. June 17th. Let's go to that. All right, so we are in the third decan of Gemini. And interesting. So you are, when we're talking about the tarot, so as we transition from a mutable sign to a cardinal sign, the court card that takes you on that journey is the Queen of Cups. And so you might very well have some Cancerian tendencies or energy, but we will also pay attention for that card showing up. And then as far as the minor arcana goes, your card is the Ten of Swords. So that is a theme card that might actually stalk you in your readings. And it might also be a card that is very, a card that you associate with and you actually feel a deep affinity towards. And then the other thing I would like to do for you, Sharon, is I'm just going to open my calculator here. All right, my handy calculator. So you gave us your full birthday. So let's add June. Now I've lost your text. June, so plus 17 plus 1961. All right, so that adds up to 1984. So that's 10 plus 8 is 18 plus 4 is 22. So 22 is a master number that we don't tend to reduce. So that's a really, that's a beautiful number to have as a numerological association for yourself. If we're looking at the tarot, this does have a connection to the Fool card. And so this is another aspect of yourself that feels really significant here. And we'll look to see where that shows up in your reading today as well too. And then one other detail for you, Sharon, we're going to look at your tarot card for 2022 and see how that plays into your reading today. All right, so let us go back to your birthday. So we're going to add June plus, this is scrolling. Let me find your birthday again. Was it June 17th? Oh my goodness, where did it go? I should have highlighted you. Yes, it is. June plus 17 plus 2022 equals 2045. So that is an 11. Interesting. So your life path number, your associated, supporting number is a master number of 22. And this year you're you're also have a master number. So this is 11, which in the deck that I'm working with today is justice. So this is something that we will pay attention to. This is also a lover's year. So we are going to look at the energy of justice and how justice might reign, rule, behave, act in a lover's year. Both of these, interestingly enough, are cards of balance and cards of self-reflection. So this is an important year for you, especially I'm going to say after your birthday next month, that you really start to pay attention to karmic patterns that you're weighing in. It might be this next turn around the sun might really be an opportunity for you to do some deep self-study as well too with these cards of balance. So we're looking at your divine masculine and divine feminine self, and looking into how you might find a deeper connection with both your strength as a woman and your power, your power and your yang side. So these are all important things. So let me go ahead and shuffle the cards for you, keeping in mind all those significant cards that could show up. Granted, we're just doing a small card reading for you today, so we'll see how that goes. Cutting the cards with my left hand. And the first card is the Three of Cups. Let me turn the camera so you can see your cards for today. Three of Cups. So this is going to speak to, okay. Just keeping in mind everything that I've already shared with you. Looking ahead to the remainder of this year, the celebration of your birthday that's coming ahead, and what I was saying about this being a year of self-reflection and self-study. Two things. One, if there are legal matters that you are waiting for resolution with, this card could signify a celebration of sorts, success in that as well too. But where I was going to go before suggesting the whole legal thing with the Justice card is that this is you. This is you in connection with your sisters and brothers, and perhaps joining some sort of a circle or an organization or a club that meets on a regular basis to do self-study and self-development and so forth. So yeah, so there we go. So we have a 3 and we have the Hermit. Now, isn't that interesting? This is a triple 3. So the numerological associations in this reading are deep, they are profound, and I would also suggest that you do a little bit of research about the number 3. The Hermit is a card that is going to guide you. Let's put the cards down in the order that they're drawn. And I'll tell you why that is significant, because this is the second card looking towards this celebration, this watery energy. It's almost as if the Hermit himself is seeking connection. So I want to go back to my first initial impression where I was suggesting that you were on a path to self-study within a group. And then your third card is the Knight of Wands. Okay. King of Wands, King of Wands. Oh my goodness, Sharon, are you able to lead this group? Because the King of Wands is one who takes initiative, one who would be taking charge, stepping, leading the group, Both the King of Wands and the Hermit are facing the Three of Cups. So they are, one is curious, one is walking towards in a, looking to the light, looking to the inspiration, looking to the wisdom. But I think this is going to be a deep, soulful journey into the oceans, into the waters. Okay. And even if you are not able to initiate this kind of a group, in some capacity, I feel you will lead this group. All right. The most important card in this reading is the first card. The second cards give us more information. So let me just turn to this amazing resource. This is Holistic Tarot by Benabel Wen. And I would like to turn to the Three of Cups, just to see if we could get a little bit more information about this card. Just bear with me here. This is an amazing tome, and I'm going to share with you one little tidbit here. All right. So in the words of Miss Wen, these friends are a crucial component to the situation at hand. When the Three of Cups appears for a female seeker, this could suggest sisterhood or strong, deep bonds with female peers. No matter who the seeker is, the Three of Cups appearing in a reading is about sincere allies who truly wish the seeker well and rejoice in the seeker's success. So with the energy of the 3 and the fact that you have 3 threes in the Hermit card, this feels very, very expansive, and I want to encourage you to take this to its depths. I see that Sharon has, just let me find, you have just joined a Women in Tech group and will be presenting. Wow. Okay. That's amazing. That's amazing. Well, thank you for this opportunity to read for you, Sharon. Okay. Switching hats. Switching hats. All right. Next, we are going to go to, and I thought of several names for this particular reading style, and I'm just going to call it the Magician. The Magician has a lot of tools in their toolbox. The Magician, if you think about the tarot, the Magician is connected to all 4 elements. They are able to wield a lot of different energies simultaneously. And I think also that the Magician takes great pride in the tools that they share and that they have. So let's just get this going. So I'm going to light a candle just so that we can shift the energy of this reading, focusing on the fire as an element of transformation, burning through anything that you may be ready to burn through. Donna, you can go ahead and pick somebody for a question if you like. Okay, so let's just bring a little bit of sound here. All right, we'll just move the singing bowl out of the way. Now, we also want to make sure that as we set up this reading, we have nice vibration. I have cleansed these crystals, of course. They've been in the sunlight, and this will help to amplify and bring deeper insight into the cards. And I think we'll just start with that. Okay. Let me go to. Okay. Donna, if you can let me know, if you can, actually, Donna, if you can choose somebody that's down near the bottom, that would be great. Somebody that's easy to find, or copy and paste their question. All right, so I am going to use for your reading the Journey of the Sacred Bee. I also have an oracle deck that's ready here, so I will be using both an oracle and a tarot. And let's also just let's light a little bit of incense. Really get in the mood of this reading. Okay. Okay. This one, I don't need your birth signs. All of those details were for the analyst reading. Okay. But I'll scroll back to Aisha. I will go back to Aisha. All right. Aisha, did you have a question? Okay. Aisha, if you have a question, you can go ahead and put it into the chat. Aisha is also a Gemini sun. Isn't that interesting? Gemini sun. Okay. So here's Aisha's question. What do I need to know about my birth sign that is calling to me? Interesting question. All right, so let's tap into the energy of Gemini. And I'm going to also let you know what cards are associated with your June birthday. June 12th. June 12th. Okay, so you are also in the third decan. So all of those cards that I was sharing with Sharon will also be relative to your journey as well too. Okay. And I have one more tool that I will Aisha, we are looking for information, asking Spirit to bring through information to deepen her awareness with her sun sign of Gemini. Okay, that was a very weird cutting of the cards. Okay. Okay, so what do you know about Gemini? I have Hi, everybody. I am back. I don't know if anybody is still here. Hi, everybody. I am back. I don't know if anybody is still here. Hi. Let me turn that off. Hey, okay. Well, Your Long Shadows is here, and I'm going to have to restart my other camera. I have no idea what happened. I had no internet. So I will have to edit this live stream a little bit later. Okay. So the magician is back. I will carry on. Just bear with me. This doesn't happen very often, and I have no idea. I do live in a fairly, what do I want to say? Wi-Fi and telephone reception here are not great. Are not great. I need to add the other camera to the stream. All right. It could very well be a StreamYard thing as well, too. Could be my location. Thank you for your patience, everybody. Let's mute that. Add to stream. Okay, well, there's 12 people here. Maybe others will find their way back. Let me return to this reading for Aisha. Okay, so Aisha, we were talking about the energy of Gemini. And one thing that comes to mind when I'm looking at this particular card, the King of Swords card, is the mercurial energy that is associated with Gemini, the planet of Mercury. There is a directness here that feels really important. So where I'm going to go with this is so you were asking, how can I deepen my understanding of my sun sign? Okay. And we were looking at your birth date, element of air. This feels really significant. So with the energy of the twins, with that Gemini energy, I'm wondering if there is a sense of pleasing or consulting another that is a habit of yours. I need to check in with the group. Perhaps there is a lack of trust or a lack of confidence in your innate ability to find the right words, to find the truth. And so I see this really important card as one of honing in on that. And when I think about the twins, when I think about the Gemini energy, I'm wondering if sometimes you get lost in different voices, different aspects of yourself. Okay, so there's something to this for you. Also, this is very clear vision. Clear vision. The priestess. So the priestess also has clear vision. The priestess is connected to the element of water. And like I was saying with Sharon, there may very well be in this third decan of Gemini, this tendency to be comfortable with Cancerian energy. Your clear vision, your clear sight, your truth may come through in multiple ways and multiple layers. These are two very strong cards. So I want you to trust your inner wisdom as well as all that you have learned. So the wisdom that has come through book knowledge. You were a people pleaser, and that's something that probably you will have to continue working through for a long time. Our patterns don't tend to, and then we have Four of Swords. Okay, so this is really powerful. So with the Four of Swords, think about the energy of four truths, four voices, or these four swords coming together to create a foundation of energy, an energetic foundation of voice. It feels to me that this question of yours is one that it's just honing in on your truth. And your truth is that you don't have to be a people pleaser, that you can lead, that you can assert, that your opinion is worthy of hearing. And it is time for you to lead the department. It is time for you to perhaps, this is very interesting. So with the Four of Swords, if the Four of Swords is creating this foundation of voice for you to step forward and lead and really be in this beautiful place of trust, I can see you creating a new vision for your workplace, a new vision for perhaps the way that maybe your family deals with issues and problems. This is about you being authentic to your own truth and doing things in a way that feels significant for you. Okay. Now I said I was going to pull one more tool out of my magic toolbox. So let me just get that. Because as a magician, I absolutely love my tools. Okay. So I'm just going to place my pendulum here, just like that. Let that rest there, and I'm going to shuffle an oracle card for you. How might Felicia deepen her understanding of her connection with her sun sign of Gemini? Isn't this interesting? Now, I don't know if you heard my discussion last week on this deck, but this Persephone card is in the element of fire. And I call it the Persephone card. It is the card of Aphrodite. It is the card of the goddess. It is the card of your sensuality, your beauty, your sexuality. And so what this says to me is, isn't that interesting? Because we were talking about balance and the whole idea of with Sharon in the previous reading. And this assertion, this assertiveness, this clarity, the big picture vision that feels really important here. There is a softness to it as well, too. There is an embracing of your divine feminine energy in all of its aspects, as well as your divine masculine energy. So we really want to see your whole self shine through. Okay. The oracle pull was Gemini, and death was Scorpio energy for me. You did a reading for yourself. Okay. All right. So let's just wind up this reading. I'm going to go to my pendulum. Okay. Okay. As Aisha steps forward on this journey to truth and clarity and continues to release the archetype of the pleaser, is it? This is an interesting question, Aisha, because I want to hone in on which aspect of your divine self is the one that needs the most attention. Okay. So that's what I'm going to ask the pendulum right now. Okay. Is it the divine feminine self? It's a very gentle yes. Okay. We'll ask the opposite question too, just to confirm. Is it the divine masculine self? Oh, well, that's very clear. Now, isn't that interesting? Because without using the pendulum, especially with this card coming up at the end, I was thinking that the focus here would have a more, well, with this card, with the more masculine energy, but there is an invitation, Alicia, to find the power of your beauty and your softness. And so the pendulum confirmed to focus in on the high priestess and the sweetness of your journey. Okay. So thank you for this opportunity to read. And I want to thank you all for your patience with this. Kind of throws me off when this sort of thing happens. All right, so let's just kind of recap where we are. So the analyst is a reader who loves resources. They have books and charts at their fingertips, and they use multiple resources to analyze the reading. So the numbers are important. The structure is important. They might tend to use more traditional spreads. And this particular style of reading with the magician is going to use lots of tools. So there's definitely going to be an oracle deck. There's going to be a tarot deck. There may be, like I use the pendulum. So there's a style of reader that likes to confirm and expand the reading through the use of many, many resources. Okay. So the next reader style that we're going to go to is the storyteller. The storyteller. And this is someone who, let's get that up there for you, who has little, I don't want to say, they might be aware of traditional tarot meanings, but that's not the focus of their reading. The storyteller is very good at reading the pictures. They love the art, and they are inspired by the story that the tarot tells. And so they are not the kind of reader who is going to pick up a card and say, oh, this card means this, and that card means that. No, they're going to just tell a story. Okay. So for this one, we just want to kind of a general question, and there's no need to share birth dates or anything like that. I'm going to use this one. What is this deck called? Divine, Tarot of the Divine. Tarot of the Divine. Okay. And we'll just see who would like to have a question answered. Okay. Donna's still here. Yay. D is going next. Okay. Thank you for that. I will see. Okay, so here is D's information. Lots of Geminis in this chat today. Oh my goodness. And Dee said, general reading, please. Okay. All right, so this reading is for D. And I will also share with you one of the tales from this lovely deck by Yoshi Yoshitani. Let's hold space for D as we explore this message for today. Such gentleness in this Knight of Coins card. Beautiful. All right, so we are on a journey. We're on a journey, D, and this feels, what is this? This is a journey back to your childhood. This is a journey back to your childhood. Is this a journey connecting with grandchildren? This feels, what is this? There is a tremendous gentleness in this Knight of Coins card. Okay. There have been challenges. There have been challenges that you have been wrestling with. There have been challenges that you have been wrestling with. And it's time to slow down. It's time to do exactly as you need. This is a time to get really clear about your dreams, your wishes. Perhaps you would, I wonder if you would write a letter to yourself, or you would make a list of all the things that you would love to do, things that make me happy, revising perhaps a bucket list. This is a journey of you regaining inner strength by taking some time to do the things that you love, to share, to laugh, to let go, to imbibe, to connect, where you really feel content, where you feel happy, like there's not a care in the world. This is a journey, and whether this is an inward journey or this is a physical journey, This perhaps is a journey that will help you to find the strength, but there's definitely a journey to friends. There's a journey to happiness. Is there a trip? Is there actually a trip in the works? And if there is a trip, or if you were planning one, and I'm going to say that this is a journey by land. This is a journey that might take some time to get there. Let's find out more about this journey. Let's find out more about the journey of the Knight of Coins. I should have made an index for this book. So for those of you that don't have this deck, there is a lovely picture book that has short stories that go with each of the cards. And it's going to, so yeah, I wonder if there are, I'm actually going to share the strength story. This is a Scottish fairy tale called Tam Lin. Because to me, this feels like the part of the journey that is unclear. And so by understanding this fairy tale, let's dive into something that might connect with you on a different level. There once was a girl named Janet who used to take a shortcut through the woods of a deserted estate. Isn't that just that first sentence really makes sense? I wonder if there was a girl named Dee who used to take a shortcut through a deserted estate. And one evening, while taking the shortcut, she met a man so beautiful and dressed so grandly, she thought he was a fairy prince. And they started talking and then flirting all through the night. And Janet went home very well pleased. But a few months later, she realized she was pregnant. Her family told her she had only a couple of options: to get rid of the baby or to get married. And Janet ignored this and went in search of the father of the child. This is fascinating because it almost looks as if this is an image of Janet and that young man. Finding him in the same forest, Janet confronted him. He told her his name was Tam Lin, and he wasn't a fairy, but he had owned the estate before being captured by the Fae. Upon further inquiry, Tam Lin said he could be freed, but only if Janet grabbed him off his horse and didn't let him go. Okay, this is too funny. Janet agreed, and the next night she waited and watched as the fairy royal procession passed. She saw many beautiful courtiers and the fairy queen who had trapped Tam Lin, and finally Tam Lin himself. And leaping from her hiding place, Janet grabbed Tam Lin and held him tight. The fairy queen laughed and proceeded to transform Tam Lin into every animal imaginable. And even a few that were never before seen by Janet. One was Amit, a creature that was part lion, part hippopotamus, and part crocodile, who ate impure hearts. After hours of this, and just as Janet didn't think she could hold on any longer, the dawn rose and the Fae vanished, and the spell was broken. Janet let go of Tam Lin, human and free again, and the two soon wed and had many more children in Tam Lin's restored estate. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is a journey to your power, to your strength. And I want to say, Dee, if there is an old lover, if there is an old partner, an old friend who used to make you feel a certain way, this could very well be a journey to reconnect with them as well too. It's beautiful, and I really feel like the connection of the Knight of Coins card, this young fellow on the ox is in search of that. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Thank you. Well, I hope that this fairy tale has some significance for you and that you can work with the energy of these cards over the next week. Thank you. Okay. Let's go to Irene. Let's go to Irene. I will try to find you. And Irene, if you would like to repost your question, that would be great. That would be very helpful. Oh, and Mira's here as well too. Okay. So our next reading style that I'm going to share with you today, and this will be the last one for today, is the healer. The healer. Now, this is a reading style that I'm very comfortable in. This is a modality that I work with all of the time. And so the kind of work that I do with the tarot is one of helping people to work through old patterns, to find meaning or connection in shadow work. Yeah, so this is a healing aspect to this is a healing way of using the tarot. And so let's go to what I read. All my signs are cardinal. How does this affect me? Okay. So just bear with me as I'm going to just have a sip of this lovely healing tea. And Irene, if you were here in person, I would offer you a cup of tea. And I'm going to just turn on the diffuser here so we can turn on the diffuser so we can get a little bit of, just raise the energy of the air in the room. And let's hold space for Irene as we explore the significance or I'm almost feeling, Irene, as if there is a weight. There's a weight, and I feel almost an exhaustive energy to all these cardinal signs. Cardinal signs lead. They take charge. You know, cardinal signs are they're queens. There's an energy of Do you feel tired? Do you feel tired? Do you feel like you would like a break? What I'm intuiting here is that with all of these cardinal signs being connected to queens, that you, like the previous reading, would benefit from some personal healing energy. Always tired. Always tired. Okay. So here is your first card. So this is the 20th Arcanum. Let's zoom in here. The deck that I'm using is called. Oh, I pulled the wrong deck. That's okay. That's okay. This is not the deck I meant to pull. This is Darkness of Light. This is the Darkness of Light Tarot. And we never make a mistake, right? There's a reason that this deck was pulled for you. Look at all that healing water there. Transformation through water. There is an angel here. It's not water. It's not water at all, but it feels like water. Why does it feel like water? There's two souls that have, to me, it feels like they have emerged from the oceans. This could be, I mean, it feels like all the elements are represented here. There's a sense of surrender. I'm seeing all kinds of crazy things in this picture. Okay. This is a beautiful card for healing energy. It's a sense of vulnerability. It's a sense of getting naked. It's a sense of releasing all of those things that weigh you down, all of those things that indeed make you tired, so that you allow yourself to emerge. There's a real sense of letting go here, but I also sense that you are your greatest champion, and you need to allow yourself to be your greatest champion. You've also got the Strength card. You also have the Strength card. Okay. So we have two eights on either side of Judgment. So let's kind of lean into the energy of the 8 and the possibility of 8 and what 8 might represent for you. I feel like the lemniscate symbol is important, and I want to encourage you to work with, perhaps to draw, to paint, to if there's a treasure, like I'm going to say a treasure, you could create the lemniscate shape with crystals on your table. You could draw the lemniscate on your hand. There's something about working with the power of 8 that feels really important here. And by working with the energy of 8, paying attention to 8s, choosing 8. 8 is beyond. 8 is beyond the mundane. Next, when you pick up a book, turn to the 8th page. Go to the 8th line and see what the 8th word is on the line. Like, really, I feel there's something about this number that is really important for you. And you asked about, so there's something in this, these cardinal signs and the responsibility of the cardinal signs. You are at a point where vulnerability is necessary in moving forward. Vulnerability, doing what you want to do, and allowing your soulful spiritual journey to become a priority. I really see that energy of 8 as one of it's an energy of ascension. It's really important. It is beyond the 7 chakras. It is beyond the 7 days of the week. So this is something all right. If you were here, I would let you take this card. So I'm going to shuffle from Akal Pritam's Let Go deck. I would like some more information about what aspects of your life need letting go. I'm really drawn to I'm seeing the first aid symbol. First aid. So you are your own champion. You are rising up. You are focusing on healing energy, letting go, the magic of the number 8, the number 8. Trusting that this is perfect. This is divine timing for you. Okay. All right. I'm going to share with you the image first, and then we'll turn the card over. So how does this image make you feel? How does this image make you feel? Let go of the idea that you need to have anything other than happiness in your life. Let go of the idea that you need to have anything other than happiness in your life. Okay, so that's one message. And I want to do one more thing with you. My question is this: underlying the energy of the letting go, what is the chakra that holds the root or the cause of this pattern? Fatigue. Fatigue can come from a lot of places in the physical, energetic, and emotional bodies. So what is the underlying cause of this? I'm drawing from the Blue Messiah. Okay, and I will check with the Creators Association too. So we have this is very interesting. This does feel like a third eye chakra card, but willpower is most definitely a pattern of the Manipura chakra, the third chakra. We see 2 unicorns moving forward here. Willpower. And this is so deeply connected to the cardinal signs, that sense of responsibility and drive and going forward and always questioning, what is my dharma? Am I on path? Am I doing this right? There's a sense of trying too hard. Okay, I think we're getting to the crux of this. Trying too hard. Stop trying. Start being. And like the message we got in this little card here, there's a sweetness, there's a softness that is so necessary. You know, it's picking wildflowers in the meadow. It's not going to the florist and getting some flowers. It's about taking the time to pick flowers for yourself. When was the last time you lay in a meadow and made a daisy chain? Or you just lay there and you looked at butterflies? There is a sweetness and a simplicity that will help the fatigue, that will help this sense of exhaustion begin to heal. And so the burden, let's get back to the question, the burden there's a burden that all these cardinal signs hold over you. And to move into right relationship is one of the biggest things we need to learn from Manipura chakra. So you want to move into right relationship with these leaders. They don't always have to be ahead of the pack. They don't always have to be first. They can delegate, right? There's options. So I hope this gives you some idea of maybe a different approach to some of the things that you are doing. Okay. Well, thank you. I want to thank you all for being here today. And I only got through 4. I know we did have a bit of a glitch in the center, but I'm going to come back next week and I want to take a little more time to talk about these approaches and different ways of reading. And I'll also, once I edit the video, I will put timestamps down below so you can um, just reflect on these different reading styles and maybe introducing aspects of them to your repertoire. Okay. So on the list for next week, I have 4 more. I have 4 more. So that'll be perfect. And so please join me then. And if you would like to respond to this, I'll make sure to check out the hashtag if you want to do this. Talking about your own reading style or different ones that you have worked with over the years. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And hello, I see Van Rue is here. Bunny Rue. Yeah. Okay. Enjoy your weekend. Namaste, everybody. Bye.